Hello, welcome to Ekidel. We are trained future civil and structural engineers. My name is Justice Umoka and I am your instructor. Today, I will be showing you how to design a building when the ground floor plan and the first floor plan are not the same. As you can see right now on this building plan, you can see that the columns on this ground floor have been positioned on the right place where I think they are okay. Now, when the columns are now copied onto the first floor, you can see that they are causing what? Obstruction on the first floor because the building plan are not in alignment. That's because it has a perimeter cantilevers, okay? So because of that right now, you can see that most of the columns around the perimeters are not going to align or also appear inside the wall on the first floor because the walls have been moved. So in that kind of case right now, that becomes a difficult thing for younger engineers to perform the design when the ground floor plan and the first floor plan are not the same. And not only for younger engineers, also for most professional engineers, they end up making mistakes and then wasting materials and all that because they will end up putting more columns on the beams and all that, okay? Now you cannot see on this other one right now, you cannot see when the building plans, when all the columns have been moved, you cannot see how the columns are going to appear. So all these white columns here right now are causing obstruction, I can see right now. So they are going to be moved. Now when we are going to move them right now, we will now position them on these new positions. So I'll be showing you right now how to perform a design when the ground floor plan and the first floor plan are not the same, and also how to position what your new column points on the first floor, because all these columns on the red are going to be removed. Now let me now walk you through right now on the software we are going to use for the design of this structure, and that is what we are going to use, what Protastructure, and which is directly on this place here. So right now on this place right now, you can now see that this is now what? This is now Protastructure. Making it bigger right now, you can now see that we have already performed all those changes by moving the columns and all that. As you can see right now, moving the columns using the concealed bin of 150 that the bin are going to rest inside the wall, because this software does not require you to do what? To place your column directly on the slab, even if there is a rule that when the slab length of the cantilever is not more than 1 meter or 1.2, you can place your column on the slab and it is okay practically, but what theoretically column is meant to do what? Transfer load to the beam below and not to slab directly, except it is a flat slab. But right now this is what? A solid slab. So you can now see that I'm going to teach you by the end of this class what you're going to learn and all that, how to design a structure when the ground floor plan is not the same with the first floor plan, and also when the column positions on the ground floor are not the same with the first floor plan. So right now, if you are new on Ekidel, consider subscribing, and for old subscribers, consider joining our Ekidel membership here on YouTube. You will learn exclusive stuff because we have our paid courses there, and we also have premium videos on that place too. Okay, so right now let's now walk you through on that. Let's begin. Hello, welcome to Ekidel. My name is Justice Umoka and I am your instructor. Today, I will be showing you the part 3 of this building design when the ground floor and the first floor plan is not the same. As you can see that the column positions on the ground floor and the column positions on the first floor are different. That's because the building plan is not in alignment. Now, when you have that kind of building and you want to perform a building design, it becomes more difficult for a younger engineers. Even for some professional engineers, it becomes more difficult because by the time you have placed your columns on the ground floor, and then when the columns now come to first floor, you will see that they will be appearing and causing obstruction, and because the building plan is not in alignment, and you will have that when you have a cantilever on your building perimeter. As you can see that right now, that this building right now has a cantilever. This line that is hidden here, these hidden lines are the cantilever lines. As you can see also, if you look at these two plans here, this is the same plan. As you can see, this is now the cantilever point, and also when we did a superimpose, as you can see on the part 2 of this video, you can see that this black one here is the ground floor, while the first floor here is the why the one on red here is the first floor. So you can see that the the first floor is now is now doing what? Cantilevering out by 600 or thereabout. So you can now see that for you to now design this kind of building is very difficult for younger engineers. So today I'll be showing you how to now model your columns when you are doing this kind of design in the software Protastructure. Okay, so right now let's now dive into the software just now. So right now, as you can see, on our part 2 we did the building modeling, and on the part 1 we did the structural framing, where we did our column positioning and what paneling, which you can see right now. Okay, so on the part 1 we did the column placement and the bin arrangement and also the paneling. So on the part 2 we now did the modeling here on Protastructure. Now on this part 3 right now we will now be modeling for this first floor, because as you can see that we have not yet applied these cantilevers and also these columns that are meant to terminate and also shift. We have not done that on the first floor. They are still at the same point. As you can see right now, this is the staircase region, this area here, which we have here. Okay, so on this region right now, I can see that only the columns that are going up on this first floor is this one on green. So all the columns on red are going to terminate on the slab because they are appearing or causing obstruction on the first floor plan. Okay, so right now I'll be showing you how to now perform how to now make those changes here, although it's not quite easy, but I'll show you the simplest way to do that right now. Okay, so right now let's now dive into the plan view, which is just here right now. So on this place right now, you can now see that we are on story 1, and on story 1 simply means the ground floor here. So as you can see, our column positions are still at the same places, and this is the staircase region that you can see that, which is also void here. Okay, and these 3 columns here is this one that is here, as you can see that. So right now we have successfully modeled for the ground floor. Then if we now go to the first floor just now and make it active, you will now see that the first floor has not yet been modeled because all the columns positions are still at the same point, and this one on red are going to move. So what it means is that all these columns here are all going to move. All right, all these columns here, this one and then this other one here will also move, except this one here, except these 3, because they are all on green. So these ones are going to continue down from the foundation to the roof. Okay, because they are still hidden inside the walls, they are not causing any obstruction. Okay, so right now let's now move on to the changes now. Before I make my changes, I will have to first of all go and model this cantilever slab on the ground floor, which is the story 1 here. So I have to make my story 1 active. Now when you're modeling your ground floor, you this your cantilever slab, you also need to consider cantilever beams, okay, which are going to carry the columns, which are going to make some changes. Okay, so but first I'll first of all teach you how to model the cantilever slab, although I have done that a lot. But if you are new here on Ekidel, then I will teach you on that. Okay, so in that now, I will now have to now model my cantilever slab. To model cantilever slab, just go to what concrete member here and then click on what slab here. Okay, correct. Okay, that's nice. Then we will now go here right now and then click on what here, change the type to what type 12 here. Now that's fine. So right now, before I begin to model my cantilever slab, I will first of all need to know my cantilever properties, which is what the length of the cantilevers and all that. Okay, so right now I have to come here right now and then measure my cantilever length here from this place right now, from the edge of the beam to the cantilever end here is what 750. Now before we begin, if you want to get this CAD file and then you want to also practice what I'm doing, you can purchase the CAD file down below. It's not really expensive, but if you want to have this idea on how to design buildings that have different column positions in different stories, then this video and this CAD file is meant for you. So right now I will now go again right now, since I've known that this is what 750, as you can see right now, that from this cantilever length here is what 750. That implies that all the length of this cantilever around the back side here is what 750. So right now we will now have to model this cantilever here. Okay, now doing that right now, I'll have to come here, click on this place here and do what, and type what cantilever length, L cant at what 750. That's fine. And I'll come to loading here. On my loading, I'll have to put what 9.81. So I have already shown you guys a lot how to calculate what your cantilever load. So if you have not known that, then you can enroll for our academic class and then you will learn more about structural design. So right now, come here right now and then click on this place right now and then click on this place and what insert this. Okay, that's fine. And then click again here and then click again next one here and insert this. That's okay. Then again right now, I'll also confirm again right now this other length of cantilever here. I'll do this right now. Come here, click here and confirm this right now. This 750 also, that's fine. And then again, let me see again here, from here to here, this is that one 600. Okay, that's fine. and from here to here, that one is what? 475, and then from here to here, that one is what? 750. So right now we have now known all the length of cantilever. So let's now begin to now model it right now. So I'm coming again here now says what? 750. So all here right now becomes what? 750. That's fine. So right now again the same length 750 that is already there. Model here again from here to here to here, and then from here to here and to here. That's fine. And again right now that one here is saying what? 475. So right now change it right now to what? 475, and I'll come here right now, click here, and then click here, and then click here. Okay, then for it now flush right now, I have to escape. Click here to escape, just escape, then click here and make this one what? Update, and then click on what here? Update. Okay, it now float. That's fine. Then come again right now on this other side right now, cantilever length for this other side here, this is that front side here, which is 600. I'll have to take any of these cantilever properties right now, properties. If I take that right now, and then I'll now go and change my length of cantilever to what? 600. So 600 there, and I'll come here right now, click at this place, and then here, and then what? Outside. That's fine. And I'll click here right now, and then click here, and then what? Outside. And I'll come here right now, click here, and then click here outside. That's fine. So right now we have now modeled for this front cantilever here. Right? So we'll now move on to this other side now. So this other side right now, I'll now come again right now, change to what? 750 cantilever length. Okay, which is there. Now model this other side now right now, which is this other side here. Okay, then come here right now, model this and model this, and then click out what? Outside. That's fine. So right now we are basically done with our cantilever model. Okay, that's fine. So if now go to my 3D view right now, by seeing my 3D view right now, you will see that we have successfully modeled the cantilever slab, but we have not yet touched the first floor. Okay, so we have gotten the shape of where all the columns on this first floor here are going to move. So all the columns here on the first floor here on this line, we move to this edge, and also the column at the back here, we move to this edge, and also the column by this column, this other side, and the bin here will move to this edge, and all that, and so on. And this is that front one also here will also move to this edge. Well, that is how the first floor plan here is. You can see that there is a shift and movement outward. Okay, forming a cantilever, which we have just done for the slab. So right now, before you must move your column, okay, now if you can do this right now, let us assume now, let's go to the plan view again. Now, since you're done placing all your cantilevers and all that, the next thing right now is to now place what? Ghost axis or hidden axis. Okay, so right now to place a ghost axis or hidden axis at the edge of the cantilever, because without that you cannot insert your new column on the story 2. Okay, so right now I have to come here right now, click on this grid line. I click and say offset, and I'll come here and then click directly at the edge of the cantilever here. Now once I click on it right now, I'll now come to what? Click on it right now, properties, and then I'll see what? An option on this place right now. I'll click on what here? Hidden axis, and remove these bulb symbols here. Okay, that's fine. And now click on what? Okay, update. So you can now see that it is now what? A ghost or hidden axis. Okay, it's basically called ghost axis. So right now you can now see that it's now what? A hidden or ghost axis. Okay, I'll do again right now for the other ones here again. I click here right now and then offset, and come here right now and then click on this. That's fine. And I'll escape, and then I click here, properties, and then come again right now, hidden axis, and remove these bulb symbols here, and then do what? Update here. Okay, that's fine. So again right now go again right now, and then click here again. So you can see that we have also axis here also. Then go again right now and then click this other one right now here. Then right click here, properties, and then come again right now, click here, and then offset first. Yeah, offset first. So click here, right click here, offset it, and keep this here. That's fine. And then escape, right click here, properties, and make it hidden or ghost axis. Click here and then do this also. So I'll do it right now for all of them right now. Do it for all, as you can see right now. I'll do again right now for this other one here. Click here, right click here, and then offset, and keep this one here. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I'll go again right now, escape, right click on it right now, properties, and then come here and then click on what? This, and then this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Again right now, escape or close, and then come again right now. Do this here also on this other one. Click here, right click here, and then offset, and then put this here. That's fine. Then I click properties and then make it what, hidden or ghost axis, or ghost axis. That's okay, and then update. So right now we are done placing all our ghost axis or hidden axis. Okay, that's fine. So right now the next thing now we'll now do is now move on to the first floor. Okay, to the story 2, which is this first floor here. To another model for this first floor because it has a different plan. Okay, so right now go again, right now make story 2 active here. That's okay. So right now you can see that we now have ghost axis at this point. This is the point where our columns are going to move and all that. Okay, that's fine. So right now we will now have to do what? Now begin to shift our columns. Okay, so if you can look right now, let's begin with these 3 columns here at the back here. So all red columns are going to be removed from this first floor. Okay, from this story 2. Okay, this story 2 here. So right now I will now come, let's now begin with this other one here, this column here. Okay, so I'll come here right now and move this column here. Just insert a new column, not to move, insert a new column and then keep this here. But right now I'm going to flush it. Okay, because this ghost axis here is a line of my cantilever, which is basically this line here. Okay, so if what I have just done now is by taking this column right now, by moving it to somewhere like something like this. That's what I have just done, something like this. Okay, but right now I need to flush this column right now with the edge of the cantilever so that it will align with the building plan. Okay, so let me just do undo right now. Undo. So to now flush it now, to now flush it here with this ghost axis here, I will have to come and change the column what alignment here and then click here and then say what update. Okay, that's fine. So you can now see that it is now what flush. Okay, so if you now escape right now, escape again. Okay, that's fine. You will now see that our column now is now flushing with this ghost axis. Okay, because this is the ghost axis line which we did on our story 1. Okay, so you can now see that we have now moved this column. So right now, since we have now put a new column here, we will now come here and then remove this column. Okay, and also come here right now and then remove this column, also remove it here. So let me just copy this plan separate first. Like I can have a duplicate first and keep this here. Okay, so I will now come here right now and then remove this. Okay, so I have now modeled for this column here. I will now come again right now. Now for edge columns, you have to be very, very careful for edge columns. Now, right now, before we go for edge columns, you can see that we have now placed this column. We have made this column to shift to this place, which will also shift the beams later. But first of all, let me show you on what is happening on the story 1. So right now, this column right now is appearing directly here on the story 1. It is directly on the slab here, and basically how load is being transferred when it comes to structure. Load from column is meant to transfer to the beam below. Load does not transfer to like slab directly. All right, it doesn't transfer to slab except it is a flat slab. Okay, so column doesn't transfer to like slab directly. So column load must transfer to the beam below. So right now this software doesn't allow you to do what, to do this kind of design here. Let me just show what they've done so far. So right now you can see what we have done so far. This column right now is sitting directly on the slab. Now, if you go and run your building, if you can do your building design on this software, it will tell you that this column right now is unsupported because it is sitting on the slab, and it is not okay. So right now, there are some rules that we are meant to follow on that. Now, if the length of the cantilever is less than 1.2, okay, right? Practically, the column can sit on the slab, right? If the length of the cantilever is less than 1.2, knowing that this one is what, 750. So in practice, at site during construction, the column can sit at the slab. It will not have much issue if there is no much load coming. Okay, but once the slab exceeds 1.2 meters or 1.2 meters and above, you must provide a cantilever beam. Now, due to that, this software does not require a column to sit directly on the slab, even if the cantilever length is less than 1.2 or 1 meter. Just to trick the software in one way or the other, I'll just show what I'll do right now. I have to now click on beam, right click on beam, and then click on this properties, and then do what right now? Insert what? A cantilever beam here. Okay, that means that look at what's happening right now. If I now go to my 3D view right now, 3D view here, you can now see that this column right now is now sitting on what? On a beam, and no more as it was sitting what? On a normal slab. So I'll just undo right now. You can now see that there's a beam now below. So but right now this cantilever length is what? 750, I can see right now, which is less than 1 meter or 1.2 meters. So basically in practice it can sit on the slab without any much failure, or without any failure. Okay, but in theory or in design using this software, this software will not allow you to do that. Just to treat the software, you have to put a beam first. Now when you put a beam, you now click on the beam which I have put right now, right click on the beam and do what? Properties. Okay, and then I will now have to do what? Reduce that slab, that beam depth to what? 150, so that it can hide inside the slab and make it what? Update. Okay, now since it's a cantilever slab and beam, I'll have to remove what? This hinge, okay, and make it fixed, okay, and then update again. Okay, that's fine. So right now if you now look at the beam right now, you can see that we have a beam inside here. Let me just turn. You can see that we have a beam inside here, but it is resting in what? Inside the slab. As you can see, we have a beam now inside there where the column is sitting, as you can see, but it's resting what? It's at the same depth with the what? With the beam. So with this now, when this software will not have issue running the running this design, okay, because we are making the column to sit directly on the what? On the beam, okay, and not on the slab. So right now I'll now have to go to my plan view right now, okay. So you can see that that this beam right now is not what? 150 depth, as you can see. So with this idea right now, I have to do what? Do for this for all of them. So right now I have shown you how to model for one. Now let's now go for what? For the edge column. The edge column right now is very technical. Very technical. Basically, this edge column alone would have been one training on its own, but just because this is a complete training of design for this kind of building, I'll show you on that right now. So right now, to now model this kind of stuff here, either you use an angular beam here by putting an angular beam here, something like this, angular beam like this, okay, and then go here. There are two ways right now, and then go back to your plan, then to your story 1 here, story 2, and then put a column there, a column here, by coming here right now, making it to flush align and put a column here. Okay, all right. So right now you can see that this column right now is not sitting directly what? It's sitting directly on the first floor here, where the first floor is here, on this place here. To now show you on 3D view, you will see that this is right now 3D view here. You can see how this column here is sitting. Okay, that's fine. You can see how it's sitting right now with a depth of what? 150 beam. Okay, at site they can choose to chamfer all this, or during your drawing, during your detailing, you can choose to trim off this one that is like SS. Okay, but this is one way that most people used to do it, to put what? An inclined beam. Okay, an inclined beam that can come out from edge, and then you now put the column there. This is one way people used to do it. The other way that people used to do it right now is to go all the way down plan view here. Okay, plan view here, and they will have to put one column. Sorry, go to plan view right now. Sorry, 32. Yeah, plan view. They will put one column here, something like this. One column. There are two ways. Let me just show you that two ways. Come here and put come here, align column, put a column here, and align again here. Put a column here again. All right. Now come to plan view. Now come to story 1, which is the story below. Come to the story below. Okay, that's fine. And then click on this beam properties, and then insert a beam here. A beam here. Sorry, it will tell you that slab beam. The beam is going to do what? Overlap with the slab. That's why I say that edge columns are very technical. Okay, so right now to now put that beam right now, what I'll do is to do what? Is to now remove the slab first. Okay, it's now okay. First of all, I have shown you one way to like do it first. This is the first way to like do it, which is to put just this column, not these ones here. Okay, not these ones. Okay, just to put sorry, okay, I'm story 00. Let me just go to story 2. Okay, that's fine. Let me take out this column right now, take this off, and then delete. Okay, that's fine, and say yes. Okay, delete. So this is one way people used to do it, by doing this right now, and then remove this by shifting this this place by moving this right now. This gear will go off. Then they will not align their beam. Later I'll show you how to align beam. And the other way right now, I'm going to show you now the second way to like do it. Why most people do it also. The second way right now is they will have to come here, remove this inclined beam. All right, go to story 2. Go to story 2 here. Remove this beam here and leave just this column and leave just these 2 columns here. Now, for it now put your cantilever beam here, knowing that this software will not allow your columns to sit directly something like this, to sit directly on the slab like this. It will not allow it to sit like this. Okay, they will be showing that the column is and the slab is what overlapping or another, so look at them. Okay, so right now you will now come to what plan view. All right, to the plan view right now. I will now have to do what to now, if now want to put your beam to carry that column, you will be seeing the kind of warning that what slab and beams are overlapping. Even if you do on this other side too, sorry, this other side too, you will see have the same warning here too, same warning. So to be able to put your column right now, your beam right now, what you will do is that you have to remove the slab first. Okay, so take off these 2 slab first. These 2 slab, take it off first entirely. All right, now correct. Now take this off also, and then now come here, take your beam properties and put your beam first. All right, put your beam first from here to here. That's fine. And then from here to here, that's fine. So if you now check right now, hold on, I'm coming. If you now check right now, if you now go to our story 2 right now and all that, you can see that this column, right, these 2 columns right now are not sitting directly on these 2 cantilever columns. To now show you the proof, 3D view right now, you can see it right now that they are sitting right now. Okay, but now the next thing now, or the next question now will be how to now put in back your cantilever slab. Okay, because if you still go ahead plan view and go and put in your cantilever slab again, you will still see the same warning. Just watch right now. Just watch and then go right now, click on this, and then do this. Okay, that's fine. But by the time you now want to come and put this here and do this, you will see a warning again that they are still overlapping. Okay, I see that right now because it is trying to do what? To fill up here. Can you see that? Here, because these beams here, they will show you overlapping. Now, to insert your slab perfectly, follow me on this. Okay, so right now, before I now begin to put my 2 slabs, which are close to the cantilever before the cantilever beam, what you do is to do what? Take your measurement right now, right click and then measure down. Now this is the most important part of this video, so listen very carefully. Measure from this grid line here, all right, to what? To the edge here, not to the center of it, to the edge of the beam here, this edge here, to the edge here. Okay, now check. Now you will see that this is showing upside down. Let me just do it to show the other way around. Let me just start from here, from edge here to the center here. Okay, right now we are having what? 2,710 millimeter. Okay, that's 2.71 millimeter, 2.71 meters. Sorry. So we have 2.71 meters. Can you see that? So right now, if I now go ahead now and click on my cantilever slab here, now watch this. You know that before, what we are just putting is only the cantilever length. All right. So right now, we will now have to add the distance here, 2,710. All right. All right. And then begin to insert from here. Insert from here down to this place here, and then click. Okay. Now you can see that the slab directly flushes with the face of the beam. All right, and not at the center of this beam, at the face of the beam. Why the beam right now fill up the other gap, the space which the slab is going to cover up. Then again, I have done this one now. I will now come again, right now again, come again, check this other side again, measure from here, from the center line here, from here to the edge of the beam here. Okay, this gives me what? 4,522, okay, millimeter. Okay, so right now I'll go again right now, take this slab property right now, properties, Then come now and put the value there, 4,522, and then insert from here all the way down to this center. It will stop directly at the edge here, okay? And then click outside. You can see that it's stopping directly at this place. So with that now, there is no issue on our showing overlapping. Now the question now will be, how do we now slab this place? Okay, that's very simple and very easy. So right now I'll go again. Right now click on this right, this that slab here, click on slab here, right click here, properties here, and then do what right now, click on this right now, click this, and then click this. Now remove these two something first and make it to be 0, and then click this, and then click what outside here. That's fine. So you can now see that there was no error on our slab insertion. All right, so if you now go and check on our 3D view right now, 3D view, you can now see that all the columns are sitting directly on the beam, right, on that concealed cantilever beam, right, that is inside the slab. And also the cantilever slab is also in in shape without any error. Okay, then you now come again right now. Then let's now go back to our story 2 now plan view. Story 2 plan view to now model that place. So since we have now inserted a new column here, these 2 columns now, we will now remove this column because we are meant to remove this column here. So we will now come here, remove this column, and then come again here, remove this also. Okay, so with the same idea right now, I will have to model this other part also on this place. Okay, so I'll come here right now, take this, I will have to model this other one also remove too. So I'll come again right now, take this column property here, property of this column, then come here right now, insert it here, and then change the orientation alignment and insert this here. Okay, that's fine. Now go to my story 1, make my story 1 active, and put the cantilever beam there, put a beam here and here. So I have to remove this slab or again take off this slab and take off this slab too. Okay, now putting my beam right now, 150 beam depth, 150 beam depth. Okay, that's fine. Putting the beam here, from here to here, and also from here to here. That's fine. So right now come again right now, measure my for my slab now. Measure right now from center line here to the edge here. What do I have? I have 4, 6, 10. Okay, 4, 6, 10. So I'll come now, click on this, right click now, properties, and change my B slab, which is the length of slab, 4, 6, 10, and come here. Don't say update else to change this one. So come here right now and insert the new one, insert here, and click here, and then do what? Close. Okay, that's fine. Sorry. Okay, let me see. Sorry. Delete. Come again right now, click on this, right click here, yeah, properties, yes, correct, and then 4, 6, 10, 4, 6, 10, that's fine. Come again, let me see, click here, yes, and then click here, that's true. I want the slab to flush at the edge, not there, so I have to begin the slab insertion from here, sorry, just close again, come again. So begin the slab insertion from this end, not from this end. Okay, that's why I say very technical, because if the slab reaches this edge, by the time you put this other one, it will do what? Show overlapping, because it will meant to drag itself. Okay, so right now come here and then click on what? 4 system, which is the value which we measured, and then start from here. All right, start from here all the way down here, and then click what? Okay, that's fine, because at this place where they are meant to meet, the slab must end directly at the edge of this cantilever beam. Okay, that's fine, not at the center as here you're showing here. No, that's fine. So right now, since it's ended at the edge here, I will have to close again right now and come and check for this other one here also. Right click right now and then do what? Measure from the edge here all the way down here. Okay, that's fine. I have 3825, that's fine. So I'll escape, and this cantilever length was what? Let me see, what was that was 750, I don't know. Yes, 750, that's fine. So 750, click on this right now, properties, and then change the what I've gotten, 3825. That's fine. That's okay. 3825, that's fine. And then I will now have to check again right now from here to here. Where will it stop? Let me see. No. I can see that it is trying to flush at the center, which is bad. So I'll escape again, escape again, and then come again right now. Click here, properties. Now I will start from top down to like down. So 3825. I'll start from top now, from this top, and come down. Okay, because let me see. Oh, sorry, that 3825 was, I have to measure it from to stop here. Let me do again. Measure again. Measure from this edge here all the way down to center. Let me come, sorry. From the edge here all the way down to what? Center point here. What do I have? Okay, I have 3710, not 3825. Yes, last one was I did grid to grid. It's meant to be from edge to grid. Okay, so 3710, that's fine. So right now, click on right now, come here, properties, and then come again right now, come here, and then 3710, that's fine. Now click on this and then go all the way down here and confirm. No, you can see that it is flushing at the edge here. So this edge that is flushing here is going to flush on the other end, not this end. So right now, just escape again, and then do it from up to down to up. Okay, insert from down to up, properties right now, and then 37110. Sorry, 37110, and then insert from here. Correct. All the way down to this place now to here. Okay, that's fine. So you can see that. So you're meant to flush directly at the edge here, where you have these two beams. Okay, these two cantilever beams, they will flush at the edge. Okay, that's fine. So right now, we will now come again right now. So now I'm putting this final one here by coming here just now. Click on this. Right, click here, properties, and then come here, make it to be what 0 0. And then come here, click on this, and then come here, click on this, and property. That's fine. Okay, that's okay. So right now, escape, and then come back to what 3D view. So since we have modeled this right now, I have to now come to do what? Come to my what? Come to my story 2. Okay, story 2. Remove this beam, this column, and then let me see, remove it here because we have done the modeling. Okay. So right now you can now see what we have done so far. If you now go and check my 3D view right now, you can now see what we have achieved right now, as you can see. So we have successfully moved all the column to these points. Okay, to these points. Okay, that's fine. So right now, what we have just done, let me just show you what we have just done right now. What we have, let me just copy back these columns right now. These columns right now, copy them back to the first floor. Let me just keep that there. Come here, snap this. So I'll change this right now to what? To yellows, or to to blue. Yes, blue color, to blue columns, or magenta. Let me just say blue to blue. Okay, let me just say blue. That's fine. So right now, this blue color right now means that we have shifted the column. Look at what I've done right now. We move this column from here to this point here. Can you see that? To these 2 points. So right now we have moved it from here all the way out on my auto line to here. Okay, and also from here all the way down here. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. And then we now remove this. Okay, so this is what we have done. So blue right now symbolizes that the columns have been shifted. Okay, that's what blue symbolizes right now. So you have to choose your own color code. Okay, again, this other one too shifted all the way down from here, moved to here, and again from here we have to put 2 columns to be able to hold this edge cantilever very well, so that it not affect anything like crack. Then we now remove this. Okay, now there are 2 ways, like I told you before. The one was when we did what, and inclined this thing being to put that, but this one I did now is more common than the inclined. It's more common, so that I am using this. Okay, and then we now move this to this place here. Okay, and make sure they are flushing. Okay, so this is what we have just done here. If you look at very well, so this is what we have just done here at the back here. If you can see very well, this is what we have done. Okay, these 2 columns right now, these 2 columns here is these 2 columns here, 1 2, and this one here is this one here, and this other 2 here It is other two here. So right now you can see that at their position right now, they are not causing obstruction any longer on the first floor. All right. So we have now made this room on the first on the first floor to be free. So you can see that no longer any column causing obstruction, and they are still hiding inside the walls. Okay, and they are sitting on a cantilever beam on the ground floor. Can you see that? Can you see that? That's fine. So you can see that structurally it is okay. So right now that we have shifted the columns right now, let's now go and do what? Let's now go and shift what? The beams, because these beams also, and it's on this place, are meant to shift to align itself on this column. So I will now go to what? I will now go to what? Story 2 plan view. Okay. So you can see what we have right now. All our columns now have been shifted. Okay. We have these two and these two and this one and this, which is this one here, and this two here, which is this one here. Okay, that's fine. So right now let's now go and do what? To move the beams. Okay, so I'll just click on this beam right now, right click on properties and insert new beams. Okay, and then you must align them to flush. So if you just go and insert your beam like this, you can see that they will not be flushing. Okay, so you come here, alignment, and use this here, and then do what? Update. Okay, sorry, come here, choose this other one, update. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. And then escape again, escape, then come again right now to now put this other one here, here right now. Click here again, align to this cantilever. That's fine. And then come here, change the alignment, come here to here. Okay, that's to here. That's fine. Okay, so right now you can see that there are pin ends here, okay, which are not okay. So I have to remove all these pin ends first. After we can do our pin end later properly. So I'll remove all these pin ends from this, because these circular things here are pin end. Okay, which if you don't do it well, you might have issues on your design. Okay, so I'll make it what? Pin end none. Okay, no hinge. Okay, I'll say apply to yes, apply to beams. That's fine. So right now you can now see what we have just done so far. We have now gotten what? We have gotten this shape right now. So with this now, I have to remove this beam and come here, delete. Okay. Then just hold on. Let's do this side right now. Click on this beam right now. Properties. Click here and then come now, and then click here and then click here and then do what again? Click here and then change the alignment to this. Let me just see if it will work first. Click. Yes, it's okay, work, that's fine. Then right now we have now also achieved what? Achieved this other end here, and then remove this what here, remove this right now, remove this, delete, and again right now we are now on, okay, we have done the back. Okay, so right now let's now begin to do what? Before we align these beams to hit these columns, we will have to wait first until we have modeled all the columns inside it, because they are still going to remove all these columns here. Okay, so hold on for a while. That's fine. Okay, so right now let's now move on to the why is saving. We are now going to move on to this other side here to model this other side now, right? Okay, that's fine. So right now you can see that this column right now is affecting this this lobby halfway. Okay, half of the column is inside the wall, while half is what is appearing outside the wall. Can you see that? So that's also an issue. Okay, so right now we are going to make this well, because you can see that this distance here, they use a column, a wall of 150. Can you see that 150, which was 6 inches? Okay, so we are going to also apply that here. Okay, that's fine. So while we wait for it to save, let's just so right now we will now focus on this other side right now. Okay, that's fine. So right now we will now focus on this other side, which is this column here. Okay, you can see that right now, this column at the edge here beside the staircase here. Okay, so right now we also need to model this other one, because there is need for it to move. Okay, so right now if the column moves right now, if it moves, let me just copy first, not to move first. If it moves right now and come to the edge of this place here, let me just see that this face here, you can see that it will still appear what 225 inside the wall and still hide inside the wall. Okay, so right now this column will be moved. So let me just change to what? Blue. So blue means a new column we are going to insert on the first floor, which will start from the slab up to the roof. Okay, so right now you can see that we have not done this. So before we have to remove this, we must first of all model it, this blue one on our model here. So right now we now come again, click on this column, because it has the same alignment, come now and click it here, put it here, then remove this column right now. Since we have put this new one, remove this old one right now, delete, and then we'll have to now do what? Before we arrange our beams and do all that, okay, we can still go all the way down by doing this right now. Model this beam here, which is this beam now, this other beam here, this one here. Click on this place right now and take this here. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. So we have now modeled this beam here. So we'll now go now remove this this other beam here, because it's meant to be removed because no beam on this line. Can you see that? So I'll take it off right now and then adjust. Before I go and adjust these other ones, hold on for a while. We must first of all, because this column here we also remove. So if this column goes off, then this beam also we also need to be adjusted. Okay, so hold on for a while first. We will leave all these ones first for now and continue with what matters first. So right now, once you insert a column at the first floor, you must go and look at it on the ground floor where it is sitting. Now if you watch right now, it is sitting directly here. As you can see, here it is sitting here, because if you look at the position right now, second floor, can you see that? This is where it's sitting, and then first floor. And two, the column itself needs to even flush, because if you look at this column is coming out, can you see that is coming out from the grid? But if you look at the first floor, this cantilever is flushing with the grid, so that column is meant to stop directly at this grid point. So go back to what now to show you on that. Let's do the 3D view. You can see it here now. Can you see that right now? That is coming out on. Can you see that? It's coming out, which is not meant to be. So right now I have to flush it. Okay, so I'll have to click on it right now. Right click here, properties, and then come here, and then do what? Let me see the flush that can fit in here. Let me see. Let's just go to plan view. I think I can see that plan very well. Let me see plan very well. The plan view can be able to see me very well. Okay, plan view. Yes, plan view under story 2 plan view. That's fine. So click on it right now and align to flush it. That can go by this way. Yes, this can go. Yes, this can go, correct. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's true. So right now you can now see, then click on what here, click on this right now, click on this again, and if you now go and check out what we have just done here on our 3D view here, you can see what we have just done right now. You can see that it is flushing perfectly. Okay, but there's a but there. Now that but now is that if you look at this cantilever again here, you can see that it is flushing with the edge here. Can you see the edge here? The edge here. Now, what it means is that the column, this is the column below, which you are going to, which you have removed. Yes. Okay. So right now, which you have moved here. Now, you can see that if we go to 3D view here, you can see what is happening here. This column is the column below. Okay. Can you see that? Now, this column now is meant to flush together. That means that this cantilever slab is meant to flush here and not to end on the grid line. Okay. So right now we go back to our story 1 first. Story 1 plan view. Plan view story 1. Plan view story 1. Plan view story 1. Yeah, that's fine. So what it means is that this slab right now is meant to reach this point here. So I have to copy this my ghost axis or hidden axis, keep it here, and then click back on this slab. Now when I click on it, for me to now insert my slab here, I'll need to add something to the length of this cantilever entirely, because if I, okay, just watch out, if I come now and insert from here to here and click outside, you can see that it's coming out. Sorry, that's so bad. Sorry. Okay, that's what we have length here, so I make it to be what 0 and then click on what update. Okay, that's fine. So you can see what's happening here right now. So we need to now measure what distance from here to here. Okay, we can do that here directly, or do it from here directly by measuring measure from this to this is what 300. Okay, that's fine. So we come now and put here 300 and do what updates. Okay, that's fine. Can you see right now? That's okay. So right now we have now gotten this. If we now go to our 3D view now, you will see what's happening there. 3D view, you will see that our slab now has now flushed width. Can you see that now our slab has now flushed? So we need to also flush our column. That means that our column right now will just come out. Now by doing that, so now our column will now come here right now, right click here, and then flush. That it will now be on centralized flushing, alignment, and align. That's perfect. Okay, no, sorry, not that one. Come here and it will be on this. Yes, this one here. The correct. That's okay. Okay, that's fine. So you can now see how it is now. Can you see that right now? This is how it is, perfectly placed. Okay, so right now we're not going to place what cantilever beam, because a column must not sit on the slab. So go and do what? Place cantilever beam under it right now by going to story 1. So whenever you provide a column at the first or at the second floor, which is the story below, the story above, you must go and provide a beam that will carry it below. Okay, so right now we'll now go and then let's take this beam property again right now. Since it's 150, take it right now and then go all the way down now and then click on this place here and then insert this here. That's fine. Okay, so right now you can now see what we have just got now. So but even with this right now, since we have a cantilever beam, we can remove this slab. All right, because the beam can carry it perfectly, so we can take off that slab. Okay, so if you now look at this plan view here, 3D view, you can now see it right perfectly. So the slab stops at the grid line while the cantilever beam now carries it. Okay, that's fine. So the cantilever beam right now is, since it's 150, it is appearing like a slab because they have the same depth. It is a concealed beam. Okay, that's fine. So right now we will now move, and you can see that also the column has now taken off also from here. So right now we can now see what we have just modeled so far. We have modeled right now from this, from here, and then here also. That's fine. So you can see our modeling right now, which is here. Can you see that right now? Can you see that? Perfectly placed. So let's now go and model this other one before we now begin to treat how these beams are going to connect. Okay, so go back again right now to what our plan view story 1. Okay, so go to plan view story 2 first, because that's where we are going to do our changes. Story 2. Okay, that's fine. Now on story 2 right now we are done with this column around this place. So let's now begin to, you can see that this one right now is appearing on the door, on the door area, which is this one here. Okay, this one here. So we need to remove it right now. Now what I'll do right now is to remove, don't just remove all the columns, else you get confused. Anyone you remove, make sure you have provided a support below so that you won't get confused. Okay, so let me now treat this other side now, this other 3 sides here. Okay, this other side here right now, because they are simpler to do because of what we have just done here right now. We just repeat it the same way. So right now on this other one right now, this other one also will also appear by clicking on this right now and put a column here and column here. That's fine. Let me see. Where's the here? That's fine. So right now go here and then align this and keep this here, and align this again right now. Align this and then keep this here. That's okay, because this here is where our ghost line, ghost grid is. Okay, here ghost grid and here ghost grid. Okay, that's fine. So right now we will now come now remove this one entirely. That's okay. Come now, take this column property right now, this beam property, sorry, beam properties, and then insert, make it to flush. Now before we make it to flush, let me just do first do this here, remove this hinge symbol. After we can do that later. Put this here, okay, that's fine. And then take this here, sorry, yeah, this beam need to flush, so come here, take this option and then flush it. Okay, that's fine, that's okay. Now because that right, this column also will now also flush, because you can see that it's coming out from this. Let me see, sorry, let me just see something. Let me escape, let me see where the ghost line is. Okay, this is where the ghost line is. Can you see that? Let me see. It's like we have, yes, this is the ghost line. So this beam is meant, this beam was meant to be how it was before, without flushing. Okay, that's okay. So come here and then put it back centralized. That's fine. That's okay. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. So right now we'll now go all over that right now, and then this, now we have now modeled what, this column. So we have to remove this also here. Okay, remove it right now. Now before we remove, we need to put in our new column. That's to show you that we have moved it, so that you can know that that one is safe and all that. So we move and keep this here, and also put it back here, and then move it, move, and then keep it here. That's fine. So this cannot go now because we have now provided what? A support for this edge while we are taking off this column. Okay, that's fine. So while you take off a column, make sure you provide a support. Okay, that's fine. So right now we will now go to what? Plan view. So it's story 1 to go and provide a support under it. Okay, so right now I'll take off this slab and this slab again. This slab was 475 there. Yeah, let me see, 475. Yes, 475. Okay, that's fine. Take it off right now. Take it off. Take it off. Then take this beam right now. Beam property of 150. Then go all the way down. Go here. Click here. Insert here. Escape. Go here. Click here. Here's the ghost line. This is the ghost grid. Insert here. That's fine. So right now, then go right now. Measure. Measure from here to the edge here. I have 2522. Okay, that's fine. 2522. So I'll come now, take this slab property right now. Now before I insert, I will need to put that distance, change here to 2522 millimeter, and then come here, click on this, and then click on this and do this. It must flush with the edge of the beam. Okay, right? Then come again right now, make it to be what? 0. Come here, flush from here to here and go. That's fine. Then this is that one right. No, sorry, this is that. Yes, let me see. Yes, this is that one right now. This is that one here. Let me see. We'll now go to what? Come here, put this other one here by measuring first. Let's now measure. So measure again. Measure from here all the way down to the edge here. What do you have? 885. Okay, 885. That's the value. So come now, take this property right now. Don't forget that this distance is what? 475. Okay, so come here right now. 475. Okay, that's fine. And then come now and insert this way. Let me see. No, sorry, here was 8 something. I've forgotten the distance we measured there. 885. I don't know. 885. Yes, I think so. Then come here. Yes, that's what I have. I don't know. That's okay. Let me see again. Let me confirm that. If we have 885 from here to center, yes, 885. There we have. So right now, let me see why again. This is wrong. We need to do it again. All right, do it now again. 885 and measure it from here all the way down here, and then sorry, the distance here is 475. 885 is here. 475 here. 475 for 475 is the cantilever length. Then do what? Insert. That's fine. Correct. This is perfect now because it must end directly at the edge of the beam. Okay, the one we did before was ending at the center here. That's fine. So right now we can see that we have now provided a support right now for these 2 columns here. They are resting on the beam. To now show you that on 3D view, we'll now go over 3D view right now. That should be this edge, correct? So you can now see how it's appearing now. Can you see that? Perfectly appearing. Can you see that right now? Appearing perfectly. That's okay. That's fine. Wonderful. So right now we'll now go over right now to now go and then do what? To now go and model. Let me see. Doing again. Right now we have done this one. Remaining this other one here. Yes, this is that one here. This column here is appearing at the window. Can you see that? Although if it's a good distance, you can still change the window position to here, this other, but just to maintain the beauty of the structure as being here, as the window is here, let's just move this window off from there. Okay, that's fine. So right now back to our plan view. That's fine. Again, that means this column here, which is this one here, is meant to shift because there's a cantilever. Can you see that cantilever here, which is this our ghost line here? Okay, ghost grid here. So right now we'll now move it now to this edge. So this column here will move. Let me just pick a moving column here. We will have to, this column here we have to move to this place. Okay, so while it moves right now, this one will go off. But before I take it off right now, because we have moved it now to this place here, so we'll also apply the move here also by taking property here, and then come here, apply the move here. Okay, that's fine. And then remove this. While we take this off right now, we take it off, we also delete and take it off here also. Okay, that's fine. So right now we now have to do what? Extend this our, before I extend this, I'll have to do what first? Take this off first, yes. Then click on my beam, do this right now, come here and then click on this, take off the hinge first, click on this and then click on this here, keep it here, and then say no. Okay, and then escape and do again here and click on this here. Okay, that's fine. So right after, I will have to treat up all these cantilever symbols and all that. Okay, and choose one that will be cantilever. Okay, that's fine. So right now I now move again right now to now flush this other side, because you can see that the gear is also going to move, but only the beams will move. Because let me see, yes, here too. Let me see, I didn't what is there. Let me just something. Let me see the ground floor, first floor, which is the first floor here. Let me see the first floor. Okay, I think what happened was that we put a column here and a column here, but we didn't put a column here. Okay, so right now we just apply put the column here. Yeah, from the GA we didn't put a column, but from the model we now put a column here. So that column now we put here was appear. Let me see where it's appearing on this other ground floor. Yes, on the ground floor. Something like this is appearing here. Can you see that? So it was going to move to this place. Okay, but since we are doing on roof beams, we can choose not to put that column. Okay, we can choose not to put this column here on the roof. We'll just throw a beam, we'll just bring this one out. Okay, bring this one out. Okay, and then throw a beam. Okay, so I'll just basically, this column here is not meant to go out because it's still hiding inside the wall, but I don't want this length of wall to just stay without a column at the edge here. All right, although it can carry, yeah, without any crack, because here is already an opening and like an arc, so we can do that. So right now, just go right now, instead of putting a column here, we just do a cantilever beam out, here. Okay, and then to remove the hinge first and update again, because cantilever does have hinge. Then go all the way down now, make it to flush, yes. Then come here. That's okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So right now, do what escape. Okay, that's fine. So right now we have now modeled this, so I'll have to take this off right now, take this column off, take this being off, that's fine. Okay, so we have now modeled this other one here, and then what again right now, this column here at the door here, which is this one here, is meant to go off. Okay, it's meant to go off. So right now, take it off also, remove it, remove this beam, remove this, and then remove this, and remove this, and then remove this, and throw a long beam, from here all the way down here, because this is a roof beam. So let me see, if the length is less than 8 meters, it's okay. So let me just check what the length is. By hovering the mouse here, you will see the length of the beam. Putting your hand here on the test, you can see it's 6.6050 beam length. That's okay for a roof beam, so it's okay. So right now you can see what I've done. Right now I'm not coming right now, unsign here as cantilever, unsign it. Okay, that's fine. And then come this point. Whenever you have a cantilever beam at the front, don't always hinge the next beam coming at that point. So I'll have to remove the beam hinge in here on the J, on the I side, on the J, hinge only on the J, which is up here, and don't hinge here because cantilever beam is here. Okay, that's fine. There are principles on this. Okay, so right now, and I'll go again. Right now, we have now modeled, we have now removed this one, right? We have removed this. Okay, so right now we are now left with, so we have modeled, can you see right now we have now modeled what? We have modeled this column, which is this two column here, and this one here, which is this one here, and the beam which flows like this now. Okay, that's fine. So you have gotten, we are now, and this straight beam also modeled right now from this place, from this column to this column, is have a straight beam, which you have done so far from here to here. That's perfect. Oh, we have to try today. This 1%. Oh my god, 1 hour something, and hours. Oh, okay, that's fine. So right now we're not going right now, and then come again, and then again, click where. Okay, right now, yeah, that's fine. So right now we now have to shift this other one, no? Also shift this other one. This here right now we shift forward here, so we shift this other one also, because even to remove is causing obstruction here to this space here. Close it. So I'll move it right now. Change the color to what? To blue. Blue simply means being clone that are going to start from what? From the slab to the roof only. That's fine. So right now, before I take it off, you must have to model. Don't take it off yet. Model it first. So right now, I have to click on the column right now. Go here, come here, alignment, come here, alignment here. Then come here, click on this ghost one here. That's fine. And then come here right now. Click on beam of 150 beam. 150 beam here. Take it up. These beams, sorry, 300, not 300, because this is roof beam. Okay, so right now centralize it first. Sorry, flush, not centralize, flush here first. This to this, that's fine. That means we have done this right now, this other one here, and then from this right now all the way from here to this beam here, to this column here, so put this here. That's perfect. That's fine, correct. So right now we will now remove this beam, because this beam here, this other one here, because there's no beam from here again flowing, so take it off. That's fine. In that course also we'll take this one off, because there's no beam around here. Can you see that? Take it off too. Okay, that's fine. So we now come and take off this column. Okay, this column now will also go off. Okay, now since we have provided a beam, a column here, make sure once you provide a column, go and provide a support under it, on the story below. So go to what? Story 1 and provide a cantilever beam at this point. Okay, that's fine. Wonderful. So now come away right now, then come here, do here right now, and then come again, and then come here, do this, remove the hinge, and then make 150 depth, 150 depth, and then come here, click on this, put there. That's fine. Wonderful. Okay, that's fine. So right now, you're not checking right now, you're not seeing that on the story 2. If you're not checking story 2 right now, you're not seeing that on story 2 we now have this perfectly. Okay, resting on the column. On our 3D view right now, you will see what we have done so far right now, which is this side here, this side here. Can you see it now? This is what we have done so far right now. Can you see that? So this is what I've done so far. This is that front cantilever area. Can you see right now? Can you see that? Perfect. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. Perfect. Wonderful. Okay, that's fine. So now go again, right? Okay, no, this is that. No, yes, this is the side. This one here, this side here is this side here. Yes, this side. Okay, so back to plan view again right now. Plan view, because we are still on it. So to plan view. So right now we have now removed what? We can now remove what? This column here, because we have done it. We move it from here up to here. That's fine. So right now we are now left with what? These two columns here. Alright? So that's where the question is right now, how to carry all the beams around this place, because you can see that on this other place here there is no beam to be existing. Okay, so right now let's now go and confirm again right now. So I'll have to check if I remove this column right now, where will I put any column to like carry? Obviously nowhere, right? Obviously nowhere. So I'll take it off first and check, take it off here again. Okay, or undo and undo again, undo here, sorry, we do it here again, then undo here, undo. Okay, before I remove it here first, let me first undo what? Remove it here first. Now since I remove it here now, on which area will I go and put a new column to carry the beams here? before I think of that, let me first of all confirm if I can throw a beam from here to here, since it's a roof beam. Okay, so I'll confirm from that. Okay, so I'll remove this first. It's not here. Remove, and then remove this also, and throw a beam now. Sorry, put a beam of 300 from here right now, from here, and confirm first all the way down here. Once the length is below 8 meters, I can accept it as a roof beam. Okay, that's okay. Sorry, I did this wrong thing here. Just undo that. Insert again from here. Yeah, correct. All the way down here, and do what? No. Okay, that's fine. So let's now check the length of the beam right now. So the length of the beam right now from here is what? 8 point something meters depth of beam. If we cannot accept that, because that means that the roof beam will be deep. Let me say 350 or 400 or 450 depth of beam. Okay, so what I'll do right now, what I'll do is to do what? Is to undo first. Undo. That's fine, correct. So let now look at where I can go and hide this column inside the wall somewhere. Okay, that's fine. So right now, looking at this right now, you can see that at this place here, there's a small wall here. All right, there's a small wall of what, 150 here. So invariably, I can make a beam to sit directly. Look, just watch it now. To sit directly here. All right. So if I shift this column here, right, to this point here, that column will still be hiding inside the wall, but it will be sitting on a beam on the first floor, until you can see that on the floor below. All right. So right now I have to do what? Go here. Now before I do that, I don't like having this kind of two grids here. So because it's coming because of this flushing here. Let me see. Let me see why I have this grid S10. I don't know either it is useful. Let me see if it is useful below. Is it useful below? Let me see. It's not useful. Let me just take it off. It's not useful. Yeah, it's not useful. Correct. So right now I have to shift this beam right now. This column, sorry. Put the column directly here. But I have to make it to do what? To flush. Right? Flush first and then reduce the length, because the length of this wall here is 150. If you can see the length, let me just check it out. 150 width of wall. Can you see that 150? Can you see that? That means that the column I must put here should be 150. Now when you're putting a 150 column, the code requires that the minimum should be at least 225. So if I'm going to use 150, all right, and update, that means that 150 should be, yes, that means that my length must be what? 300. Okay, so that it can make up, sorry, not that I have to switch it, 300 by 150. All right, 150, correct, and update. I now have to do what? Flush it here. To now make this into flush. All right, because if you look at what is happening here, look at where this column is sitting right now. It's sitting directly here. So it's trying to come out from there now. So I have to make it to flush directly with this beam. So I'll go right now and make it to do what? Make it to flush. All right. By doing what first? By click here, measure this excessive SS1 here. What do I have? I have what? 38. Let me just do it very well. Measure from here to here. I have 38. Can you see that? So I have to come here right now. Properties. Come here. Properties. And it's come here, which is under this B1. Come here and put what? Minus the value which I measured. All right. Minus 38. And sorry, minus sign. Make sure you put minus sign there. Minus 38. Minus 38. And then come here and do what? Update. Sorry. Let's do now calculation now. Calculation. Come here, QC. Sorry, come here. Put plus, not minus, plus. Update. Correct, that's fine. It's not flushing. Correct? That's okay. so you have to flush it with that value and all that. So in that course right now, what it means now, sorry, this should be closed, sorry, that should be closed. What it means now is that we have now shifted this column from here all the way down here, and then with that now we have to do what? Remove this and remove this beam and remove this here, and then do what right now, and then insert a new beam right now from here. All right, this is a good beam. Now you can see that we have a beam here coming from this place. Now can you see that coming from this place here? All right, coming, but it's stopping here. But since it's a good beam, we can pass through, because when by the time they put their finishes for the ceiling, they won't be able to see the beam, so we can pass through since it's a roof beam. Okay, so we pass through right now, drop it here. I'll have to use let me hinge here. Okay, then make this again, hinge the end in here and hinge this. Okay, and then escape, and then remove this other one here which is just freely standing. That's fine, that's okay. And then come here now, and then come here, and this other one here. After this one, we have now removed this one because we have modeled that. That's okay. Then let me just show you where this column right now is sitting on the first floor using the 3D view. Okay, so you can see this column right now. You can see the column here. Can you see it there? Can you see it here? So this is where it is sitting right now. Let me show you where it's sitting. Can you see it now? It's sitting directly on a beam and not on a slab. Can you see that? So any column you're putting, you must make sure it's sitting directly on a beam. Can you see that? Everywhere of the column is sitting directly on a beam. Can you see that? On a beam. On all the faces. Can you see that? On a beam. Okay, that's fine. So right now, back to plan view again. Plan view, story 2, plan view, story 2. That's fine. So right now again, we now go ahead now go and model this final. So right now we have now moved. So let's do that now. We have put a new column by putting what? 150. So we need to do that right now by doing what? Undo first. Yes, because we don't move here. We move here right now to do what? Move it to this place here. But when it comes here, it must come with what? 150 and not 225 again, because for it to flush, and then add up what here? Add up 75 here to make it to what? 300. Okay, that's fine. 300. That's fine. 300. Okay, that's fine. So right now we're not change to what? To not change to what? Blue. Change to what? Blue, because that's a column that will sit from the beam, or from the slab up to from the beam, which is the first floor, down to the roof. Okay, now take off this other one here. Okay, that's fine. So right now we are now left with this other one here. Okay, this other one here. So this one now can quickly just go off. We will take this off right now. We'll take it off here also, and we'll take this off, these beams off, and model a new beam right now. Model a new beam here. Okay, model a new beam. This beam right now, because of the wall here and all that, we can go right now, model here, model pin end 2, and then come here and click on this and then say what? No. That's fine. So you can now see what you have gotten right now. So with this right now, we can choose to make it up 150 and update. That's fine for it to flush with this column here. But even if it didn't flush, we can still leave it that way. We can leave it that way. It's still okay. Let me see the beam length. 5 meters. No, let me just make it to 225. Yeah, 225. It's still okay as it was here. They will just flush. They don't do it when during construction. It is still okay like that. 225 and update. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. So you can see what is done right now. So right now we have not achieved what? This. So we have now removed this column. This column that was here don't have to go to anywhere again, because from here to here is not long. So we just remove it and then leave it the way it is. Okay, that's fine. So you can now see what they've done right now. So right now we can now come here. There's no need for us to put this other beam here, because this is the roof beam, so we can take it off. Right, the roofing wood can rest directly on this other one and all that. Okay, so we don't need all that. Right, and also right now we can also go all the way down by extending this beam. Right now you can see that it is extended out from here to this other one. So move other also from here, and then to this other place here. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. And then click on what? Close here. That's fine. and then come again right now, click on this, sorry, this other beam right now, make it to do what? Hinge only at J, hinge only at J, and update. That's fine. So hinge this column on this beam only at J, hinge at J. Yes, apply. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Okay, so we can now see how we have now moved all our columns. Can you see that? Perfectly. So this is how to move your columns. Can you see that? How to model when your stories are not the same. You can see how we have modeled it perfectly. Can you see that? So basically right now, what we have just gotten is, can you see that? Perfectly this. So if you now go and check on our 3D view now, you will see that everything appears perfectly well. Can you see that? Can you see that? Perfectly well appeared. Okay, can you see that? Perfectly well appeared. Can you see that right now? Okay, that's fine. So you can now see what we have just done so far, and so good. Okay, that's fine. Can you see that? So let me just turn off my grid line for you to see that very well, and then you can see it perfectly now. All our columns, sorry, this column is meant to, let me see. Okay, no, yeah, it's okay. That's on this other side, this font here. Yeah, it's okay. So you can see how to, let me now change the color so they can see very, very well. Change the color of this interface and all that to what it might like there, to a good color. I don't like using this other color, so I can choose to maximize it later. So you can now see how we have just done so far. So if you're new on Ekidel and want to know more about design, you are right on the right place on Ekidel here. You will learn everything about structural design and everything in details. Okay, so let me just go right now, change it to this. So I like to choose this color. I don't like choosing that normal color from Prota that came from Prota. I don't like that color. They didn't do a good graphics work on that, like choosing the color and all that. So I'll choose my own color myself, and the wall should have at least something like this. Okay, and then try to increase it a bit like this. Okay, that's fine. And then go back a bit. That's fine. And then cancel. Go to foundation and pick, increase here a bit, and pick what? Black, and come here, go here, and do this. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. And then say what? Go to beams. I didn't choose beams. Go to beams. Beams. Okay, I choose beams here, and then say okay, that's fine. So okay, that's fine. So you can now see. Sorry, yeah, I know I didn't choose beams. I didn't choose beams. So I'll go back to my plan, to this place again, right now, settings. Here. No, here. That's fine. Here. That's fine. And then choose my beams to be what? Green. I like my beams to be green color, dark green color. Beams here. Yeah, beams. Any of these can go. That's fine. Correct. So this is how I like my colors to be. So you can now see now that, let me maximize it right now, that how we have now perfectly successfully modeled everything needed. Can you see that? All our columns that we have shifted are resting directly on the cantilever beams, right? No one is resting on the slab, and we have shifted all the columns, as you can see that perfectly. Can you see that? So okay, here is not well that okay. Can you see that? Here is not that okay. So let me just go to plan view, this other one here. Let me see where it is. Let me just mark it, then go to plan view. Where is the column here? You see this one here? I don't know. Let me see the column. Let me go back to plan view again and click the view. This other column is not flushing well. Can you see that? It's not flushing well. Okay, there is no cantilever beam here. Can you see that? Oh, that's bad. So let me see what's happening here. This is column what? Column C7. So I'll go to my plan views to the 1 and make sure I find column C7 and put a cantilever beam there. Plan view, column 1, locate my column C7, column C7 on my grid line again. Column C7, this here, correct here. So right now, I'll take my property of this beam and go all the way down now. Click on this and this here. That's fine. That's okay. And then we again. Let me see. That's fine. That's okay. So right now again, and then move close here. That's fine. Escape, and then 3D view. 3D view. Let me see. That's perfect. Okay, that's fine. You can see that now, right? That's okay. So right now again, move again and make sure you confirm everything off your grid to see it very, very well clearly. And make sure you confirm everything must be confirmed. Confirm everything. Confirm everything must be confirmed and see. That's fine. Correct. So you can now see what you have done so far right now. You can see that. So all these wall loads right now that are meant to be on this place are this load here. Right? These are the wall loads that they're going to be at the edge of this cantilever. Can you see that right now? And so perfectly right now we have done successfully modeled this building here. Let me just go again. Sorry. Come here. And here this. Yeah, so right now we have now successfully modeled this building perfectly here. Can you see that? So this is how to model your structure when the plant floor, like the two plans, are not the same. You can see how we have shifted all these columns from here all the way down here. Can you see that right now? So thank you so much and God bless you. If you're not on Ekidel, consider subscribing, and if you are also an old subscribers, consider joining as what member of Ekidel. So you can click on the join button and join for membership, and you will see our exclusive and also paid videos where you learn many tricks on design of structures. So consider doing that for this month or next month. Join our Ekidel membership and all that, and then you will not regret that. Okay, so see you again by next time tomorrow or this time next week for the next part, which is part 4, which is now go over to do what? To do the design of this structure, to see if these beams that we have chosen here to be what 150 beams here, these concrete beams are going to be designed, because most of the times concrete beams take very, very difficult to be designed. But you see that how I'll show you that they will all be designed perfectly. And also on, if you are among if you are new on Ekidel, we have done video on our what membership video, how to flush your beams like this. So if you're having issues on this kind of thing, you can join our membership, and then you can watch our what premium videos on this kind of how to make this perfectly correct and all that. Okay, so Ben, see you again right now, and then see you this time next week and all that. Bye for now, and see you again this time next week. Bye.